Hey guys, Shreyan this side, welcome back. And today we have Aditya with us. So, Aditya, welcome. Welcome to this channel.
Yeah, thank you, Shreyans.
Okay. So, today's podcast gonna be different. So, Aditya has prepared all the documents and lot of pre-work has been done so that lot of information, useful information can be covered in a short duration. So that's why Aditya gonna drive this his interview experience because he has recently cracked Microsoft. So he's gonna drive what all things he has done from start to end. So yeah, Aditya, now handing over to you. So
Yeah,
please go ahead.
yeah, just a brief introduction about myself is I graduated in the year 2023 from Ramaiah, Bangalore, and I was an on-campus hire at Sprinkler where I was initially working in the cloud and DevOps type of job. And it was more like automation, Jenkins, CI/CD, Ansible type of tech stack that I was initially working with. And my major interest was into backend side of development is something that always interested me.
Mhm.
So my first switch was in Target, where I basically got a chance to work as a Java backend developer. So recently I've joined Microsoft, where I would be mostly working in the Azure storage field. So I would be sharing all the resources and all the prep materials and strategy that I have discovered in the last 2 years. So I'll quickly share off my screen
Sure.
and start presenting the details. The Java backend engineer, the first thing that we always need to prepare is we should be highly prepared with the theoretical Java based questions. So the first playlist that I discovered while I was, because I was also new to the field of Java, I was not working on this as a part of my day-to-day job at Sprinkler. So the first thing that I discovered is your Java playlist, and this is something that needs to be covered as a first initial step.
Mhm.
So once we cover your playlist, second is we need to prepare from interview point of view as well. So now Java Techie has basically a 2 hour 2 hour video which covers like 70% of the Java theoretical questions that are usually asked in the interviews.
Okay.
So this is something that I've discovered after going through multiple interview experience and also from my personal experience as well. So this is the second playlist that I usually tell everyone to follow just to get hands-on ready with the theoretical question that you may face in the interview. The third topic that we usually get during the interview is concurrency and multi-threading.
Mhm.
So basically, this is a 3 hour video course by Riddhi Datta, and it contains all the theoretical knowledge that you know with respect to concurrency, and it also covers a few coding questions that get on concurrency, such as producer-consumer problem, and basically sometimes I have personal experience where I have been asked to write code to demonstrate deadlock and how do we prevent the deadlock scenario.
Correct.
So this type of basic things are covered in this video. Next is sometimes in concurrency there are some coding related questions that are getting asked, something like print even and odd numbers using
Mhm.
multiple threads. So there are several coding related multi-threading questions that are getting asked. So this is covered in the fourth playlist by Code with Varsha channel.
Mhm.
Next is I have faced a lot of interviews where we are being asked about the internal working of like array list, concurrent hash map, basically how concurrent collection work behind the scenes. So
Mhm.
this basically covers the deep dive fundamentals of Java collections, and this is highly asked during the interviews. So it is being covered in this particular playlist. Next is solid principles, the evergreen solid principles, which is like repeatedly asked. So I have also attached a link to this. Next is the JVM internal architecture. So recently in one of the interview, I was being asked to present my screen and draw basically I had to draw the internal architecture of JVM.
Mhm.
This is something that I was not aware of, and I discovered a very good video on the basic fundamentals of internal architecture of JVM. And this is also something that was asked to one of my senior as well. So I've also attached a very good video on the internal of JVM architecture. Next is that this is very important. Basically, the Java 8 features that were being introduced and which is very frequently asked during the interviews. So this is the last playlist that I usually follow for Java-based resources. And by covering the 7 8 playlist, you will be like very much hands-on ready with all the theoretical questions that can be asked for Java-based interviews.
Got it.
So next is basically as a Java engineer, you would be working on a backend framework, and for that a lot of people are confused like how much Spring Boot to learn or how much Spring
Mhm.
to learn. So I have attached crash course for each of those topics. Basically, for Spring Framework, there's a video by Code with Durgesh, which is not a very long video, can be covered in 2 hours, which would basically teach you the all the fundamentals that you need to know for Spring Framework, like how IOC containers work, what is application context, what all type of dependency injections are there. Then once you learn Spring Framework, you need to understand how Spring Boot works behind the scenes, how to write REST controller, CRUD controller basically. So I have attached the second crash course by Dan Vega to understand the Spring Boot crash course.
Mhm.
Next is you need to know how to basically map those entities to the ORM, basically the data to Java mapping. So for that, we also have one more crash course that needs to be followed just to understand how we basically map our code to the data layer.
Correct.
Next is Kafka. Kafka is something that is heavily being used in the industry, and basically there's a crash course by Java Techie. It's a bit longer crash course, but it will get you hands-on experience on
Mhm.
integrating Spring Boot and Kafka and basically create a mini sort of mini project. So this is again a very helpful crash course that I have followed and I also suggest to my fellow engineers.
Mhm.
Next is okay, once you cover all this, you also need to understand the testing principles.
Right.
So I've attached the JUnit testing. It is a very short video, like close to 2 hours, but it will teach you everything that you need to know, at least the fundamentals of testing.
Correct.
Next is Docker and Kubernetes. So now, like nowadays, I what I have observed is from my own personal interview experiences, I have been asked a lot about Docker and Kubernetes by the hiring manager, mostly during the hiring manager round. Like what all type of Docker networking are there? Explain about virtual Ethernet, H0 network, and what all services are there in Kubernetes, how pods communicate, the architecture of
Mhm.
Kubernetes. So I have attached two videos, basically crash course on Docker and Kubernetes, which will give you hands-on experience as well,
Right.
along with the theoretical knowledge that you need, everything that you need to know about Docker and Kubernetes.
Got it.
Next is once you learn how Spring Boot works, you have to prepare it from interview perspective
Mm.
as well. Correct. So Java Techie has basically 7 videos. This covers everything that is usually asked in the interviews. One hour there are 7 videos, and if you cover these videos, even if you have not worked on Spring Boot directly, you will be at least able to crack
Mhm.
the Spring Boot type of questions that are asked in the interview.
Nice.
Secondly, by code decode, there are like I use this channel mostly for mock interview
Mhm.
purpose. There are like 30 to 40 videos on Spring Boot which you can simulate mock interview type of
Acha.
scenarios. And next is your channel. Like if someone actually is trying to learn Spring Boot, like not just from interview point of view, but actually trying to understand all the fundamentals and trying to basically gain more hands-on experience. So this is also your playlist, like one of the finest playlists to actually gain a lot of knowledge of Spring Boot. So by doing this particular this much resources, I can
Mhm.
say like you will be prepared for any Java-based interview that can be asked, any Java or Spring Boot
Mhm.
related question that can be asked.
So how much
So
time based on your learning in 2 years that how much time this should be sufficient for Java plus Spring Boot?
I would say 2 to 3 months is
So
necessary.
got it. Okay.
3 months is necessary. I
Mhm.
won't say that just rush on everything.
Mhm.
Divide your day. Like how I usually practice is like we have 7 days. So I'll just keep preparing my timetable as in 5 days. I'll Friday just to clear my backlogs, and Saturday, Sunday I'll just revise what I've done in the past 4 days.
Okay, got it,
So
got it,
that's how I basically plan my week.
got it.
So I have mentioned the links and from where I did my projects. This PayPal clone is something that I did not do, but I have just finished the playlist, and it is one of the best playlists that I've come across. Actually, this is a backend based architecture built on top of Spring Boot, and it gives complete hands-on knowledge on how transaction system works, basically
Okay.
how idempotency works, how retry works, if failure, if transaction failed, how do we roll back,
Mhm.
multiple
Mhm.
transaction के scenario, how do we handle. So this playlist is like I would say one-stop solution to create a Spring Boot project and also learn how transaction system works in
Got it.
real life.
Mhm.
Next is I did a project based on multi-threading basically. That is in my resume. Basically, how CRUD controllers behave when they are exposed to a single thread versus how their performance increase when they are
Mm.
exposed to multiple
Got it.
threads.
Okay.
Basically, the performance improvement. I have
Mm-hmm.
also attached my GitHub link and also the YouTube video link over here as well. It's a
Got it.
40-minute video, and you can basically reference and also reference my GitHub link as well,
Mhm.
where I've shown all the performance improvement and everything.
Nice, nice.
And next is basically Saga pattern to demonstrate how distributed transaction works.
Mm-hmm.
This is basically implementation of Saga, and when you implement Saga, there is a dual write problem basically
Mm-hmm.
that we know that we basically enhance by the transactional outbox pattern. So
Correct.
this video basically has the implementation of transaction outbox pattern that we actually encounter while we make the
Mhm.
Saga design pattern. So these four videos would be good enough for creating self projects. And also, I had a project on Spring Security that is in my resume. So I have also attached the link for my Spring Security project, which I was getting a lot of DM from where did I do. So this is one project. Other project basically inventory management system. This is a very simple Spring Boot project which shows how to integrate a Spring
Mm.
Boot project with Kafka. So
Got
I've
it.
attached the video link and anyone can reference and learn from it and also put it on their resume. So
Got
this
it.
would because there are a lot of people who are not working in Java based background who are on bench support type of role,
Mm-hmm.
DevOps role, and want to switch to a Java backend role.
So they
So
definitely
these
need
all
the project.
resources, yes. So these are the projects. If you actually build them and showcase that you have worked or you are keen to work on such things, there is a high possibility that you can move to a Java backend role. And this is something
Correct.
that I personally did.
Got it.
Next is DSA preparation.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing is you always daily need to practice the problem of the day. Now I basically categorize my DSA preparation into three phases. Phase one is Strivers A to Z sheet and NEET code 150 question is something that you need to finish anyhow
Mm-hmm.
because these are the repeated patterns that are like getting repeatedly asked in the interviews. So these pattern based questions are something that you always need to remember because
Got
there's a high possibility that you might be asked same or very similar type of question.
got it.
So I have attached Stiver's link and also NeetCode 150 solution. Basically, there is a channel which they where they have uploaded all the 150 question solution, and this is non-negotiable. You need to prepare this.
ठीक है.
Okay. Next is once you finish the standard question, second is phase two preparation where you can pick any of these two channels, basically Aryan Mittal or Code Story with Mike, and try to practice some non-standard questions so that you are not just stuck in the same pattern loop and also are able to crack like
Mm.
some unknown problems that you may face in the interview.
Got it.
Next is this is a very good dynamic programming playlist by Vivek Gupta. This is a bit on the advanced side, like not just from interview point of view, but sometimes there's a possibility like if you get hard, you are, if you are being getting asked some harder level problems, and a lot of people actually also fear dynamic programming. So this is a very good playlist free of cost by Vivek Gupta, and he has also done speed run on lead code. Like in 1 hour, he'll be solving 20 questions in 1 hour, and by using the same knowledge that he has taught in the previous videos. So this is a very good confidence booster for dynamic programming playlist.
In 1 hour, 20
Next,
questions, man. Nice.
like 1.5 hour. This is a very good playlist to practice DP. He has done crazy stuffs.
Oh, awesome.
Next is yeah, same by Vivek Gupta. He has done some very good problem set on binary search.
Mhm.
From DSA point of view, it's like on the harder end. It's more like a CP type of problem set that he has created. But I would say still practice this type of problem because there's a possibility that binary search may, if they're asking, they might ask, if they're asking a non-standard one, there's a possibility it might be on the difficult end.
Got it. Got it.
Like binary search on answers mein there are certain
Mhm.
possible cases and possible type of questions which are on the harder end. So I would still suggest to cover these two playlists as well if you have time. This
Got it.
is like not 100% mandatory, but if you are having time, you should do it.
Okay.
Now phase three is interview prep. Like let's say I got a call from Amazon that hey, I have to interview for Amazon, let's say. Now I have done phase one and phase two. Now, how do I approach a particular interview ka DSA practice set? So the first thing what you have to do is you have to go to lead code, and in the lead code discuss section you have to paste a query that you have an interview at Amazon, you have this many year of experience, what are the expectation and what are the types of problem that Amazon is asking. I'll just showcase an example from my own post. So I had Amazon's interview. I did not appear for it. So I just posted a query that I have Amazon's interview. So what is the expectation in LLD? What are
Mm-hmm.
the most frequently LLD and HLD question? If they are asking some specific DSA pattern ke
Mm-hmm.
problems, or if there is any problem set. So people would basically give all the questions that they have already gone through for Amazon interviews.
Got
So
it.
they have shared all the resources, like these are the frequently asked in the past few months in Amazon, what all are being getting asked in the system design problems.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is, and here also like people have already made a list of what all Amazon SD2 is asking from this duration to this duration. So whenever you get a interview call, first thing is go to lead code and paste a query that, hey, I am having an interview. What are the expectations from LLD, HLD? Is running code expected in LLD? Is running code expected in DSA? What all
Mm.
questions they are asking in HLD? Is it any particular pattern? So that people who have already gone through the process can help you. This
Right.
saves a lot of time,
Lot of time.
and you can't be like preparing like all of the things you can't prepare. You whenever you are interviewing for a particular company, you have to prepare very much specific to
Correct.
that company only, and then basically get lead code premium and try to do last 3 months question.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I do company specific preparation whenever I'm doing.
Got it. Got it. So no, before we proceed further to system design, wanted to ask like, okay, you have done DSAs and this is so. Just wanted to have like, have you faced any interview where after this much preparation of DSA also, you found that oh, this is really tough, man. Like, so
Yeah, this actually
any
happened
scenario
in
comes?
this actually happened in the first round of Microsoft itself. So I was not expect like I was very chill and I was expecting that I would be able to solve the question, but the first round, the optimal approach for the first question that I got in the interview actually needed segmentary approach.
Hmm.
And segmentary is something that is not like very much
Hmm.
frequently asked in the
Yeah.
interview. So even after so much preparation, I got a bit nervous that hey, I mean I can't remember the template, and even after so much practice, I started to panic that I've done so much of practice and then at the end I'm unable to write the code. So I mean luck is something that we can't control, but hard work is something that you can
Correct.
always do at your end.
Nice to know.
So at the end, the round went okay, okay. I was at the end able to do somewhat, but again, like DSA is something that is not
Not.
predictable.
Yeah.
You might practice thousand problem, and in the interview, might encounter a
Correct.
problem that you might have never heard of.
Heard of. Correct. Awesome. Thanks. Thanks. Yeah.
So
Let's
that is
proceed
one
further.
thing.
Thank you. Yeah.
Next is system design. So a lot of people usually love to read from GitHub repo. So Ashish Pratap Singh has a very good LLD GitHub repo that you can refer. It has all the problems, easy, medium, hard with solution. That is from LLD point of view. Other and then if someone wants to learn from YouTube, we have your playlist for LLD and then Aryan Mittal's playlist for LLD that one can refer for studying low level design. Now coming to HLD again, Ashish Pratap Singh again has a very good playlist, good Git repo based on HLD where he has like all the fundamentals and all the problems that are usually asked during the interviews. And if you want to study from YouTube, one is your channel, of course, to understand the fundamentals. Then I personally followed these two channels as well. Hello Interview is one of them, and Interview with Bunny is also one of the good channel that I discovered while I was preparing during my interviews.
Got it.
So this covers everything that you need to learn for system design. I mean, I don't think any more resources would be needed, and this would cover everything that you may actually need for interview point of view.
Got it.
Next is, okay, how do I land into so much job opportunities? So, first is LinkedIn account optimization is something that you need to do.
Mhm.
And once you optimize your LinkedIn, there is this website from where you can basically check your LinkedIn profile score. your profile score should be above 70.
अच्छा.
So what do I mean by LinkedIn profile optimization is if I go to my profile, so you have to like fill all these details. You have to like give the open to work and what all job roles and everything you need to fill. And then you have to write the summary over here.
Mhm.
Basically, your about section you have to fill and
Mhm.
then give your skills. You have to put your resume, lead code profile and everything over here.
Okay.
And then one important part is just a minute. You have in the experience section, you have to mention everything as if you are mentioning in your resume.
Correct.
So here also in projects, you have to mention all the projects that you have done and everything that you need to. So basically, need to fill your complete LinkedIn profile. And once you do all of it, you can basically check your score in the link that I have shared over here, and you have to bring your score above 70.
Got it.
And every morning 9 a.m. you have to do minor updates like re-upload your resume so that you are at the top of the chain.
अच्छा.
This is how I got a lot of a lot of companies reached out. I would say more than 50 60 companies I got calls from LinkedIn itself.
Awesome, man.
Next is how my cold mail and email and cold message template. So usually whenever you see a recruiter is hiring, I would just use this template where I would just hire recruiter's name. I am very keen to contribute to this company for the position the recruiter is hiring for. And then I would mention I have this many years of experience and what all tech stack that I have worked with. And then I would attach my lead code link, GitHub link, and my LinkedIn profile link and give my all the details and attach my resume. So I've got a few opportunities and interview call just by cold messaging on LinkedIn as well.
Got it.
So
Nice.
this works and the template is you can just copy paste exact thing and frame as per your experience and as per the role you're applying for.
Mhm.
Similarly, this is my referral template that I usually follow where I would just mention that hey, one thing that is very much essential for referral is you need to tell
Which job
the
ID?
person that for which job ID you want refer
Exactly.
for.
Very
Don't
important.
just text that I want a referral, can you refer?
Correct. Correct.
That is some you have to do some basic homework on finding the suitable job ID as per your experience and
Yes.
as per your role aligns with.
Yes.
And then you can basically use the same format that I have attached over here so that you can basically ask for referral and don't rely on single person. Try
Correct.
to text at least 15 20 people for the same
Yeah.
position.
Yeah. Awesome, man.
Next is how do you get to know that a particular company is hiring? So I've mentioned the steps on how to create LinkedIn alerts. So if I go to my LinkedIn itself, I'll be able to see a lot of job alerts. Like these are the job alerts that I usually get in 24 hours, and in a particular account, you can create up to 20 job alerts.
अच्छा.
So create multiple alerts based on location, your tech stack, backend, front end, DevOps, everything.
Got
So
it.
that's how you get to know कि this companies are hiring, and for these companies you need to gather referral.
Mm-hmm.
Because even if you are asking for referrals, first you should know that which
Job.
companies and which position they are hiring
I think.
for. So
Exactly.
I mentioned the steps, and you can also use ChatGPT to create job alerts, create multiple job alerts as much as you can.
Got it. Got it.
One of the key feature of software engineering is connection.
Hmm.
So what I usually do is LinkedIn has basically like a buffer ratio that you can send this many follow requests to person. So what I usually do is I would just search the company name like let's say Atlassian,
Hmm.
and I would just try
And
to exhaust the connection limit for myself. I
अच्छा.
would just keep on sending requests to so many people so that whenever a job opportunity comes, I
Mhm.
am able to secure a referral. So
Correct.
always exhaust your connection limit. So this
Hmm.
because networking is the key whenever you're
Networking.
trying to get a position.
Exactly. Exactly. Totally agree.
Next is InstaHire is also a good platform that I would
Yes.
say, and it has helped me also and a lot of my known to get opportunities.
Got it.
So use InstaHire as well.
Got it.
Other thing that I personally follow is to get understanding of job opportunities. Go to Lead Code Discuss
Hmm.
interview section. Discuss में there's an interview section where basically
Hmm.
people will post their interview
Interview experience.
experience,
Yes.
from where you will also get to know that hey, someone got hired for Uber. So
Hmm.
what all are they asking during the interviews? What
हाँ.
is the compensation getting, and what are the year of experience they get to know for a particular position? Like let's say you are getting a chance to interview at Stripe. So how do you know that what all rounds are there? So I
Mm-hmm.
have read so many experience, and then I got to know, okay, Stripe has a API integration round, Stripe has a bug based round. So
Correct.
these are the things that you get to know from Lead Code
Correct.
Discuss.
Correct.
So every day, at least 30 minutes, you need to spend at Lead Code Discuss
Got it.
in the interview section. So this is one thing that I wanted to share. And one thing is my resume template. Okay, so I'll just show my resume template quickly. And I have also shared the link over here where people can basically take a reference and create the resume. So this is my resume template over here. One second.
Mm-hmm.
This is my resume template, and from this link, you can basically use the same template and create your own resume. And make sure that whenever you are creating your resume, your ATS score is above 70.
Okay.
So for checking the ATS score, I have again shared the link, and
Mm-hmm.
from here you can basically check the ATS score.
Got it. Got it.
And also you can use this link to create a resume in my same template as well. Next phase is negotiation phase. So whenever, let's say, you are receiving an offer, how do you know that what compensation that you are being getting offered is below the range, above the range, or in the band, or what is the actual band for that particular company? So always check the salary gap in levels.fi website,
Mm.
and always post the numbers that you're getting on Lead Code Discuss and also on Blind, so that people who are working on the same company or who actually got offered for the same role, they will basically give their suggestion whether you are
Correct.
getting lowballed or whether you are getting the correct numbers or not. This is also very important. I mean, this is a very big topic which we can cover, but just to give some
Mm.
insights, always post your numbers on Lead Code Discuss, and
Mm.
always check the compensation for the same levels for at levels.fi website, so that
Right.
you are never getting lowballed. This
Got
is
it.
very much essential, and because job market is so much competitive right now that even big companies are just trying to like
Mm.
settle you down for low compensation. So never
Yes.
take that offer. I'll share the
Yeah.
link with you.
Sure, sure. And I will be adding your LinkedIn profile into the description section so that if any engineer has more question, they can contact you.
Sure, sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Okay, man. Thank you. Thank you, Aditya. Bye.